To me, it's not so much that the religious stuff necessarily impacts the party negative. It just they don't gain anything from it because all the religious people came out and voted for Trump in droves. They're all voting. They were calling, what were they calling Trump? Nebuchadnezzar. They're like, oh, he's the secular guy who's going to enact our policies. Like they can't, because he's so pro-Israel and all this other nonsense.
Yeah, he was most pro-Israel president in history.
And yeah, and so I think to me the argument's more that just they don't gain anything.
Who established Israel? Was it FDR?
He didn't establish it, but I guess he was president when they. You're right. He was president when or was he dead?
When Israel was actually made a country, I figured that's probably the most pro-Israel
right
president.
But
the second most pro-Israel president
is Trump. There you go. Is that the religious stuff? Yeah. If the Republicans turned to being okay, we're gonna hard right turn back into religious conservative. Yes, that would definitely destroy the Republican Party.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, I'm to the point where it's just a bad strategy platforming this lady.
Well, it is a bad. Well, I don't know because I don't know what Elijah believes because he's very religious.
Elijah is? I'm not really.
Yes, he believes. He believes that God told him to report on Antifa to save the country.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
Yes,
I barely know this guy. So,
well, I follow him on Twitter, so I see some of his stranger takes. But so I'm not sure where he fits in this conversation.
Yeah.
Opposite of what you brought up and what you were saying, could you please respond to that?
Yeah, so Donald Trump, he did do things that made the church have to make excuses for him. His Globo Homo initiative ended.
Oh my God! This is hilarious.
What was Donald Trump's Global Homo initiative? I'm very curious.
It's Globo Homo. Say it right.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was Trump's Globo Homo initiative? I'm very, very interested in this.
The Globo Homo initiative.
Trump. Well, if I type in Trump Global Homo, will I get something?
I don't know. I'm trying to know though. Type it in.
Global Homo agenda. UW college Republicans demand GOP stop embracing LGBT community.
Oh, the haters. The haters.
This is fun. President of University of Washington College Republicans Armin Tooley defended the group's controversial Sunday Twitter commentary, saying the term global homo actually stands for globalized, homogenized, and has nothing to do with gay people specifically.
Hilarious. He really did have a global homo policy. Hilarious.
Oh, come. That's like, oh, when I say white, I don't mean white people. I mean the system of whiteness. Like, give me a break. Go on. Fuck off.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my God.
That's hilarious.
Ended up losing him a significant amount of the Christian vote. And we are the base of this party. We make up a huge portion of this party, a way bigger portion than the libertarian sector of the party, no matter how much.
Trump had the second largest turnout in American history.
Of the Christian conservatives?
Of anyone.
Okay.
Of anyone.
Well, I don't know how much of it was Christian conservatives, though. Like maybe one if the Christian conservatives turned out.
But that's what's insane about it. You think that Trump, who had the second highest voter turnout in all of American history, but he didn't get the Republican conservative base of the Christian conservatives? Of course he did.
I don't know. But there was a lot of never Trumpers, though.
Those were like, who were the never? It wasn't those people. The never Trumpers were like the fucking
Christian
neoliberals. No, they were the neoliberals. What are you talking about? All the never Trumpers and part of the Lincoln Project, those people were not super Christian conservatives.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Not a Christian conservative.
They were anti-populist is what they were.
I just think it's fascinating.
How much they want to tell you. So him making those compromises is probably a big part of why we lost the House in 2018. In 2017, we had the House, the executive branch, and the Senate, and we still failed on conservative issues. They refused to stand up for life.
It bothers me that she speaks almost entirely in generalities. Like, I don't know, what is the global homo agenda? What how is Trump pandering to the left? How is Trump pandering to the LGBT community? Like, what is she what is the thing that Trump did that suddenly all the religious conservatives said, oh, we're not voting for Trump anymore?
Yeah.
They still passed a budget that actually made us forced Christian taxpayers to fund Planned Parenthood. So every vote lost on social conservative.
She gave an example.
Yeah. Well, she's a single issue voter, obviously. She says saving babies is saving babies is her jam. She wants to save babies. Technically fetuses, but technically she wants to save fetuses.
That actually made us forced Christian taxpayers to fund Planned Parenthood. So every vote lost on social conservative.
Christians had to pay for Planned Parenthood. I thought that got turned down.
I don't know. Are you looking it up?
I was looking up how many, if there's like what was the voting pattern for 2020?
Yeah, look at the Christian conservative voting.
See what the Christian conservatives votes were, yeah.
I'll listen.
Conservatism is, we are significantly more. We are the party that was established in traditional marriage. So I'm curious when the liberals and the transgenders decided that it was their duty to come and infiltrate our party to make it successful.
Infiltrate.
Infiltrate.
They're here to infiltrate. I got to look up the word infiltrate.
The AP VoteCast survey shows that 81% of white evangelical Protestant voters went for Trump this year, and only 18% voted for Biden. The Edison exit polls estimate 76% of white evangelicals voted for Trump and 24% for Biden. So I don't think this is groundswell she's talking about.
It's pretty much the same, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't change at all.
Let's see, 2016. Yeah, it's in 2016, 80% voted for Trump and 16% for Clinton. So it's it's about the same.
So she's wrong there. She's also wrong on infiltrate because they're voting. They're not there for espionage for the Democratic Party.
Well,
so
actually,
they're not infiltrating your party. They're joining you.
To be clear, according to this, they're saying Trump actually lost 4 points in the share of the white evangelical voter to Biden.
Really?
But the question that we're looking for isn't the share of the vote. It's what's the gross number of votes to bolster or attack Lauren's position about whether there's all these Christian conservatives out there that are not voting for Trump.
4 points is pretty big, though.
Yeah, but that just means the share. But it's 4 point share. So, like, for example, if Lauren's right and a bunch of religious evangelical Christians didn't vote for Trump because they felt he was too LGBT friendly, then that could swing a 4 point share in favor of Biden just by them not showing up.
Okay. I'm not sure I understand the difference. So in one election, he got X number of religious conservatives. In the second election, he got 4 percentage points less than in the previous election?
No. So in 2016, they're saying that Trump got 81% and I'm sorry.
Of the Christian conservative vote.
Yeah, he got 81% and Biden got, no, hold on. Because they're comparing two different polls. Okay. They're saying the exit polls for 2020 was Trump got 76% of white evangelical voters and Biden got 24%. Okay.
76% in 2020. What did he get in 2016?
In 2016, with Hillary, he got 80%.
So it's pretty much a wash.
So it's, yeah, 4 points isn't going to be a huge issue. But the question was, how does those 4 points, is that the same number of evangelicals vote?
Or did they vote for, yeah.
Or did they switch to vote for Biden? Right.
Or did they vote for Biden? Because then it's 8 points.
That's the question. Yeah. But even so, even if this went in favor of Lauren's position, that 4 point difference isn't going to make or break your presidency, obviously.
Yeah, they were super upset with Trump, so they've decided to vote for Hunter. They were like, this guy shares our values right here. cocaine hunter.
Because we were doing just fine. We started actually losing votes
here's
when we started
interesting. This
pandering.
person's saying
We
in Georgia, Trump got 92% of the white evangelical vote against Clinton, but Biden got 85%. So
In
it
Georgia?
seems like
that's Georgia. That's the election.
right, but it seems like, at least the way this article is making out, which could be very misleading, but it seems like they're saying evangelicals didn't. It's not that evangelicals stayed home; they actually switched their vote to Biden because they didn't like Trump. So this would go completely counter to her point.
Her point is that no, it helps her point.
No, it doesn't, because her
Witzke's
point is that Lauren's point is that Christian conservatives stayed home and didn't vote for Trump because he was pandering to LGBT causes. But these numbers,
right.
yeah,
they
these
showed
numbers
up
seem
and
to
voted for
indicate
the LGBT.
right that they actually switched to vote for Biden because they felt they didn't like Trump for whatever reason.
They voted for the woke guy, the LGBT
right.
king.
So this appears to be the exact opposite of what she would suggest is reality.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's crazy.